Well, here in lot 70, doing my final frame check and option check. Now, most of the options I had checked off already, and then since all we're doing here is waiting on windows, the same thing with 52, 53, 54, 55, etc. is just double checking one last time. Let's just pretend for now the windows are in, which they're not, but I still have to inspect that installation when they happen. So I'm checking off everything else, all the options, all the extra downlightings that this person wanted, floodlight, I already checked, that's all in, the 2 lights in the garage, the extra GFI. This is just the options. The blueprints are what's used for the standard outlets. So on this sheet, it doesn't have all these outlets in the backsplash. It's on the prints. What the prints are not good at is telling us where the dead center of that range is going to be. This one, some folks get the hooded vent through the roof for the range, and the prints are not good at determining that. The prints are good to determine from this wall to there, okay? That's what those are for. But for you young supers out there, what you need to do, you want to be a superintendent, you want to be a mediocre intendant, be a superintendent. All your trades need the cabinet layouts. In the case of the kitchen, this is huge because this will tell us where the dead center of that range is. So we can square the vent up. Because it'll eventually be wrapped around there, it won't be bare metal sticking out there. But we don't want the customer to open that cabinet up there and that vent being 4 inches that way, 4 inches that way. Now granted, the cabinet up there is likely not going to be used for a whole lot of stuff because that vent's in there. However, you want to give HVAC guy the best opportunity to square that sucker up. You also want the electrician for the vanities, like the master vanity here. You want to give him the best opportunity to put his light directly over where the drain's going to be. And this is not on the prints. The cabinet layout, this is what's going to be there, and this is just where the cabinet walls are going to be. It is flipped over for left-right orientation. So here's all the electrical options. Then with the low volt guy, this tells to put an outlet here, 74 inches above the floor. It's there. 60 inches above the floor, 72 inches above the floor in the master. And then here's all the low volt stuff. And that's all checked out. So I checked all the options off. Oh, the computer just timed out. I don't know where that's at. Probably Europe. That looks pretty. Screensaver thing. And so I got all my graffiti in here. Here, I wrote down TV blocking. The last frame punch is not here. I do not have them put the blocking up here early. Because when these guys come through, they're going to destroy all his blocking. They don't care what's in their way. They're going to get their stuff like that. And then plumber, he's going to get and secure his vent here. So later, that's when I have the framer come do his final punch out. Now we go ahead and put the blocking over here. There's no mechanicals in that wall. So we can go ahead and put the blocking in there for a grab bar. But the mechanical guys ain't going to be touching that. That's a piece of cake to get there. And then otherwise, all the bode studs are checked out and everything. This was good AC work. This is what you like to see. I don't know if I did a video on this, but you want about every 4 foot, you want the strapping to be there. You don't need hard 90s. Like this comes down to a gentle 90 right up ours. It's hard to see it. You want a nice gentle 90-degree turn. And we're looking good HVAC wise. And so now next door over in 69, you can see my graffitis all over the place. There is not much graffiti over here because I really hadn't got started. Now there's a task on the schedule that says frame check. Well, that's 1.5 hours to 2 hours. I am not doing that. So that's why I do a little bit every single day. So after they deck the roof, I come in and check all the door header heights to make sure. Looking over here, it's looking like, what is it? Oh, it looks like 80 doors over there. Let me look over here. I don't even have the options open on it. 80. No. So garage entry's at 6.8. So, 6.8. So I got to just check. This just got decked in somewhat recently. and we're not ready for inspection. But then I got to mark up all any gaps that are too skinny on the joints on the plywood. So I got a lot of spray painting to do, and so I just work a little bit on the frame. Like, for example, for the frame check, door heights, bowed studs, all that stuff. Say about now. Oh, I see Chris has already marked some bowed studs. Then I come through, follow through, and check the frame. And then as the mechanicals come through, I check each guy to make sure options are in, that the outlets are where they're supposed to be, gas guys running stuff. And so I just inspect a little bit every single day instead of just block out hour and a half, 2 hours, because I might have closings. And I'm not going to put myself in a position where I have to sacrifice doing a full 2-hour frame check because I got a closing. Is chop a little bit every day so I don't have this huge task. Inspect the entire frame, all the options and everything. So away we go.